Are you a business leader with a growth mindset? Do you want to improve your marketing, your growth, and your business? Then welcome to the Pro Growth Marketing Podcast. My name is Dan, and my goal is to provide you with information and resources to help you make informed choices when it comes to growth, marketing, and achieving more in your business and your life. Today, I want to share with you one of my pet peeves when it comes to improving your marketing. But before I get to that, I want to first talk about our current situation. The shutdown is lingering on. Many states who have reopened or started to reopen are now revisiting or reevaluating that open plan, and they're taking a long, hard look at the impacts that are associated with that plan. And some of them are backtracking a little bit. But what I really want to talk about is, what does that mean to you and I as business owners, as people? There's a lot of negativity I could associate with it, and there's a lot of politics that we could probably talk about, but I don't want to really get into that. What I do want to talk about is the fact that with everything still in question, more and more people are struggling financially as a result. And my heart goes out to all of you. I'm not unaffected. But that also means that more and more people are having to shift their focus. They're relying on side gigs to earn some extra income. Their side gig has become their full-time gig. Even more people are starting to venture into something completely new. And then some, of course, have been fortunate enough that their business is still hanging on. No matter your situation, there's a couple things that I think will help anyone who's facing hardship in their business right now or in their personal life, financially speaking. Ray Edwards recently shared in a business turnaround webinar that he conducted a few strategies that I thought I would share with you because I think they'll be helpful. The first step is to assess your current reality. Take a long, hard look at where you are right now. And that means getting a clear, hard number of exactly how much cash you have on hand. Then evaluate your bills, those obligations that you're required to pay in order to keep your business running. Next, get an idea of what your expenses look like, your operating expenses in order to continue to move forward. That's payroll, supplies, the cost of production. Get a good look at that for the next 30 days and write that down as well. Then your revenues. Now, I know it's impossible to know these revenues for certain, but you should be able to forecast the next 30, 60, 90 days. And I just want you to get a baseline of what that should look like and write that down. Then make a list of what constraints you're facing. Are you getting in your own way? Is COVID-19 a constraint for your business? Maybe you're not able to open. Maybe you're not sure where to find new customers that are willing to pay you. Whatever the case, make not a long list, but take a good hard look at what those constraints look like and make that list. But then I want you to make an immediate action plan. And these are the things that I would suggest you do for that immediate action plan. Identifying where you start. So freeze any spending that's not absolutely necessary. Sweep your bank accounts for automatic payments. Cancel any credit or debit cards. Go back and collect from clients who still owe you money. Check or pause campaigns and promotions that you might have running. And there's a couple reasons for that one. But one is cost. Two is if you haven't taken time to evaluate the messaging, to evaluate that those campaigns are resonating in our current environment, then it's a good idea to take a look at that then as well. But go ahead and check and pause that any campaigns or promotions that you have running are paused. And then offer incentives for your clients paying early. If you need to collect from some people, offering an incentive for early payoff may be helpful in collecting some immediate cash. Then inventory your assets. So these are physical, intellectual property assets, content that you may have, processes or any proprietary or in-house materials that you've developed, checklists that you might be able to sell, services that you could provide. Do you write copy? Do you do design? Can you do laundry? Can you make deliveries, phone calls, presentations? Can you do any of those things for some extra income? And we'll come back to that. Any human assets that you have? Do you have employees? Do you have contractors that you're still paying? Just identify all of those things associated with your current situation. Take a look at your email list. That's an asset. How many social followers do you have? Make a list of all your customers. Make a list of all your potential prospects. Any marketing that's already paid for but isn't running yet, like you've scheduled ads or you've paid for additional marketing from another company, but you've not yet received those services. Make a list of all your inventory and assets and get a clear picture of where your business is, what the potential is for shifting, pivoting, whatever you want to call it, and look at ways that you can leverage what you already have in-house versus having to go out and create or purchase something new. Then generate immediate cash flow. What can you do to generate immediate cash flow? The first step is sell stuff. Whether it's stuff in your house, whether it's assets in your business, maybe you have printers that you haven't used or don't want anymore, don't need anymore. Maybe you have an unused desk sitting in the corner. What kind of things do you have sitting around that you can sell? Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay. People are buying those things that you no longer need or want. If it's in decent condition, there's someone out there most likely that has an interest in it. I've been successful in helping clean up some of the things in our home and listing those for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Cancel as much as you can. If there's subscription services, if there's automatic payments, if there's other things that you no longer need or use or can't afford to pay in our current situation, cancel everything. Offer services. Can you provide direct services? Can you show up in any way possible and do services that people need to have done? What does that look like? Again, I go back to delivery services, laundry. Maybe you can go to the dry cleaner for them. Maybe you can go to the laundromat and do their laundry for them, fold it, bring it back to them for a small fee. Are there services that you can provide right now that someone is in need of or someone wants? Groceries. As a result of all of this, I started ordering groceries at home to be delivered. And to be honest with you, I love the service. But could you do something like that? Sure you can. There are plenty of restaurants out there who are suffering right now. They don't have the staff to support delivery and they're doing pickup only. Maybe make an arrangement with one of your local restaurateurs and offer to deliver for them. There's probably some insurance considerations for both parties that need to be evaluated, but it shouldn't take long to get that set up. But take a look at those options and see what you can offer. Maybe there's a local convenience store or general market that you could run groceries for them because they don't have the capacity to do what major grocery chains are doing to offer delivery services. People right now are looking for ways to contribute to their communities, and they're looking for ways that they can stay open. Create flash sales with some of the products you have on hand. Those checklists that I talked about a few minutes ago, copywriting services, processes that you've developed, create a flash sale and offer those. at a limited time only price to just help generate some immediate cash flow. Evaluate what you have on hand. Evaluate the people you have in that asset list you made. Take a look at what you have and evaluate it for pivot potential. What can you use that already exists in your company to offer as a new service or new product to your audience? Can you digitize things that you have done in the past? Can you create virtual demos? Can you sell equipment with free instruction? What else can you virtualize in your business that you've previously done in person? Can you create new business? Can you start a new business? All of those things are things that could help generate some immediate short-term cash flow, potentially long-term cash flow. Maybe you start seeing great results, and I hope that that's the case for you. So I hope you find those tips helpful, and if you do, be sure to share that with someone. Now, what about this pet peeve? More and more as I interact with people in several of the organizations I'm associated with, online and offline, I see the same question come up consistently when people are trying to determine how to improve their marketing. They share in Facebook groups when they're just getting started. They share in some of the other masterminds I participate in that one of their biggest struggles when they're trying to improve their marketing is that their market's saturated and they're not sure what they should do. They don't know if they should shift their focus. They don't know if they should increase their ad spend, or worse, get out altogether and move on to something completely different. I have to say, your market might seem saturated, but it's likely more about your mindset than it is the truth. While there may be many businesses like yours, I can guarantee one thing: there's only one of you. Science has seen advancements through the years, but at this point in our lives, there still is only one you. There may in fact be businesses in your area, many of them, in your market who are offering similar products or services, but you are still a distinct differentiator for your business. How do you leverage that? I have 3 thoughts I wanted to share with you on it. First of all, your mindset. You need to shift your mindset. You must be growth oriented. You have to be the differentiator in your business. And knowing that I am the differentiator in my business will allow you to look at it differently. Instead of questioning what should I do because my market's so saturated, look at how can I ensure I stand out. The fact is that people don't always buy the best products and services. They buy from people they know, like, and trust. If you have 100 people who know, like, and trust you and are buying your products and services, then that's better than 1,000 who aren't buying from you. So focus on making raving fans of those 100 instead of how much competition you have. Get in deep with those 100 and find out what other pain points they might be having. How can you better serve them? Is there something else you can offer them? Focus on getting to know those 100 people the best of your ability and create raving fans from those 100. Stand out by evaluating your messaging, your brand positioning, and ensuring that it's clear why people should come to you. How do you do that? Well, I'm going to offer 3 tips that you can do. Identify, are you communicating the problem that you're solving? If I visit your website, is it clear immediately what problem you're helping me tackle? That will help determine if you are my people or not. Are your calls to action clear and easy to find? The top right-hand corner of your website, you should see clearly visible your primary call to action, as well as consistently throughout the rest of your website, on each page, consistently through each section. And then, is it clear that doing business with you is easy? Do you have a simple 3-step process that outlines what it looks like to do business with you from beginning to success? I want to go back and add on to this, my people, because you and I might offer the exact same product or the exact same service, and I mentioned that. But there are people who are going to buy from me because they know, like, and trust me, and they won't buy from you because they don't know you in order to like you and trust you. And we might be in the same town, we might be in the same neighborhood. It's distinctly possible. People are often attracted to doing business with, liking, making friends with people who are like them. And so, yes, there may be a lot of competition in your business, in your market, but you are still the biggest differentiator. Leverage that to the best of your ability. Create content that shows them who you are, that shows them what you're about, and that tells them how you can help solve their problems. I hope that's helpful, and that's it for today. I will mention that if you'd like a free website evaluation, then be sure to visit my website. I have a little pop-up as you scroll about 3/4 down the homepage. Click on that, fill out the form, or you can send me an email to support@progrowthva, that's victoralpha.com, with your website address and your name, and I'll record a short review for you and send it to you. Take me about a day or so to get back to you, but feel free to submit that. I'm happy to take a look and offer some tips that may help you improve your presence immediately. Simple stuff that you can do now. I'd also appreciate it if you subscribed and shared this podcast with others. If there's a topic you'd like to hear about from me or from a guest on our future episodes, please let me know by emailing. Again, the address is support@progrowthva.com. And if you're watching on YouTube, then feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing y'all next time.